They have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Richardson going right to the air. The short throw pulled in by Woods.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Richardson looking to throw this. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Colts hit 10-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
19 Tigers.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Richardson looking to throw.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking that time for Jamison Williams. And it's second down. You look at this Colt defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Here we go, set. 18, pioneer. Let's go.
They go play action with Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Broncos.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Inside the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Richardson. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They'll look to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
$21-0 our score after 1. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Drop 60, drop 60.
Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He's going to try and go deep again. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Buffalo 18. Mustang 19. Ready.
2nd and 5. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
What we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down now, it's Barnes. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Ready? Hey, check that. Street.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
From 3 yards out, and the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
Hey, kill.
Now it's the backup Prescott. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Prescott now. Flushed out right. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. It got his man complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. He's going to have the first down and then some. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions are able to at least get one score back. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's second and long. Up the middle they go. Barnes. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now it's Richardson. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnes. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Richardson going on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
2nd and 10.
Now Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Richardson from the gun on 3rd down. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Looking to throw. Richardson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts extend their lead yet again. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line. Quiddy Pay in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 43 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Oh, design run for their wideout. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and long for Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Let's go now. Buffalo 18. 70 Lions. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Chop alert. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Barnes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have had plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
99 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, Prescott.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on third down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Mustang 19.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 23. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from